sorry guys, I was digging in some boxes here. Man, I found a really sweet gem today. Today we're gonna talk about my second favorite console of all time. You see, we have Nintendo 64 sitting here, and all the controllers and some of my favorite games growing up. I'll tell you about this one, Donkey Kong 64. First game that ever needed an expansion pack. We're like, what's an expansion pack? Well, it was it replaced the jumper pack they came in stocked in the 64s. And, you know, they'd come with a little nifty gray piece when you first bought the game, but you could use a simple butter knife to pop it out, you know, and that's how you got them out. But the expansion pack enhanced the graphics a little bit better on the 64, and it made a lot of games possible with the movement, the cameras and everything. Everything just looked a little bit more crisper. What was that game? Perfect Dark was a perfect example of that. You know, you couldn't play the game without the expansion pack, but if you, well, you could, but the expansion pack had, if you didn't have the expansion pack, you couldn't unlock the secret missions with that game. I think that's what that was. But furthermore, this, in my opinion, is the best well-designed controller Nintendo ever came out with. Like, I feel like I pretty much mastered this. It's the first controller that came with a joystick, like a handheld, you know, joystick. It's the first controller to, like, it actually featured, you know, back in the day, Rumble was a pretty new feature, and Nintendo came out with these things called Rumble Packs. And they came with, if you bought Star Fox 64 back in the day, you know what I'm talking about. That's the only game it came with, but then after that, they were sold separately. And the 64 was also the first system that you could use the memory cards or not use the memory cards. Most of the games came with the battery pack save memories anyway. But best fun game growing up would have to be, as I'm digging for this box here, Mario Kart 64. If you don't know this title, you weren't a true fan of the 64 at all. Amongst the other great titles, you know, even Mario Party over here. Mario Party, that was a great game. That was a great game. So, oh yeah. And another game that I don't have on me, but was a great game as well, was Super Smash Brothers. We all remember that game. The second one that came out was Super Smash Brothers Melee for the GameCube. That was also fun, but the original one came out in the 64. And all the Zelda games, like, you know, the Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, and then, let's not forget, Majora's Mask. Also great games I don't have on this table right now. But, oh yeah, Majora's Mask also used the expansion pack as well. But, yeah, this is another retro minute here by your boy Kel, aka K Dizzle. And this has been a 64 kind of day. Just, I can't say much about this system, anything bad, by the way. I mean, I'm frozen in my place. It's just, I just, memories are keep flooding in. It's just like this system, Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I mean, where were you at when these games came out? You know, were you at a friend's house traveling with your controller? Hey man, you know, I don't have a 64, but I got this controller. And that was the original social networking right there. You know, especially this game, WCW NWO Revenge. Big wrestling fan back in the day. We all were when we were like the ages between 12 and 16 growing up, you know. This is the best thing to have, you know. Go just traveling around, you're on the school bus talking about that game and just round up people, you know, like, I bet you I could beat your butt with Rowdy Piper or Kane or something like that. Oh, well, Kane wasn't in that version, but it's
This is Rick cutting in, aka Greedy J. I just wanted to tell you guys, I love WCW vs. NWO Revenge and World Tour so much. I hated WCW. I was a WWF kid, and I played those games. And those games are the only reason I knew who any of the WCW stars were outside of the guys that came from the WWF. It's all because of WCW versus NWO World Tour and WCW NWO Revenge. And No Mercy in WWE.
No Mercy was a good one.
WrestleMania 2000.
Oh, that was my favorite one.
Two of the best N64 games ever. And let's not forget gems like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, that's a extremely rare game, and that game's still going for 80, 90, $100.
Every kid played GoldenEye. If it wasn't for GoldenEye, we wouldn't have half the shooting games we have today.
Right. GoldenEye set up the basic platform for our more advanced shooter games like Halo and Call of Duty. GoldenEye was the basic platform for all those games that you kids play today and take for granted. I'm the retro guy, and you're taking it for granted.
I loved Turok and Turok 2. Turok 2, to this day, is still one of my favorite first-person shooters. Nothing's better than that blade you could throw around, and I know you can't see me, but I'm making the motion.
He's making the... That's not a knife.
Plus, it had that cerebral gun that, dug into brains. That was amazing.
Not to mention the dinosaurs up and close personal in your face.
You could blow heads off, blow necks off, well, shoot them in the neck and they start bleeding out of the neck, blow limbs off, bow and arrow. Amazing.
What this guy said, he should have done this retro minute, but...
I got so excited when Kel started talking about the N64, I had to start talking about it. I may not be on camera, but I'm here in spirit. This is my ghost talking to you guys. Not to mention, Mario 64 revolutionized the 3D platformer.
It did. It did. And, man, I mean, I don't know what your guys' favorite games were growing up, but Rick's just naming off a few, and I just named off a few that I had on the table here in this box over here. So, with that being said, Rick, anything you want to add?
Well, you guys know where you can find us at. All of our social media links are below. They're right below where Kel's pointing. I'd point, but you can't see me. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching Monster Closet. Hope you guys like the Retro Minutes.
And this has been episode 4. This is Kel, a.k.a. K-Dizzle. And we'll be seeing you next time.
And this is Rick interrupting like a jerk. See you guys later.